Hey everyone, this is Warren with KLGadgetTV, and what I have on my hands right now is the Xiaomi Mi 9. Yes, this is the Xiaomi Mi 9, but it is not the international version of the phone yet, because what we have here is the Chinese imported version that is brought to you by Mobile to Go, one of our famous retailers in Malaysia that has gotten an early access to the Xiaomi Mi 9 here, and they are in fact already selling it right now. So there's two storage variants. That's the 6GB RAM model and the 8GB RAM model. So Mobile to Go is selling the 6GB RAM model of the Xiaomi Mi 9 at 2398 ringgit, while the 8GB RAM model goes for 2598 ringgit. So that's a pretty decent price tag for an imported unit, and this is literally the first Snapdragon 855 smartphone that has just arrived in our country. So we're not going to talk too much about specs. You do see all the details here. That's the Snapdragon 855 processor, 3 cameras, a in-screen fingerprint reader, a 5th generation one in fact, and there's faster wireless charging at 20 watts. So let's open the box and let's check out what's inside. So the model that I've got here is the 6GB RAM model, and you do realize one thing: the box has this very nice gradient effect as you flip around, so that feels pretty premium in my opinion. And as you take out the first box, this is what you get inside. So you get a SIM ejector, you get a USB-C to audio jack converter, dongle, and there's the TPU case for the blue color model and some paperwork on the back. So the phone is located right inside. This is the blue color model that I have. Looks pretty stunning. There's a little bit of color change as you flip around. That looks really great. And on my right, this is the gray color model that Mobile to Go has also brought into Malaysia. These two Mi 9s really look gorgeous. This is the gray color model and this is the blue color model. Let's take a look at the box itself. So that's pretty much about it. You get a USB-C cable and also the power brick. That is a Quick Charge 4 Plus compatible power brick. So let's take a look at the hardware itself. So on the top here, you get an IR blaster for controlling your home appliances. And on the right here, you do get a volume rocker, a power button, USB-C port, single speaker, unfortunately, as usual, as like Xiaomi, all other Xiaomi phones. And over on the left here, you get the SIM tray, and there's a button here that actually activates Google Assistant when it arrives as an international variant. But for this one, it basically activates Xiaomi's AI Assistant. So we're gonna turn on. Look at this screen. This is a gorgeous 6.39-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display. I wouldn't call it Super AMOLED, but it's an AMOLED display, and you still get a notch here despite being a phone in 2019. There is a little water drop notch right here. This is a 20 megapixel camera. So on the back here, you do get 3 sets of cameras. The first one being a 48 megapixel Sony IMX586 sensor that is similar to the Honor View 20, and the second one is a ultra wide angle 60 megapixel lens, and finally a 12 megapixel telephoto lens. So let's turn on the device itself and check out the camera. So I'm going to use this device because I've actually taken some photos with this device right here. So first of all, I have to say that I'm pretty impressed with the in-screen fingerprint reader, because as I just touched, I don't really need to press hard on it. I just touch it and it basically just unlocks the phone. So this is a great improvement over other fingerprint readers. I haven't tried out the ultrasonic fingerprint reader yet on Samsung's Galaxy S10, but I'm sure this one would work. It works really pretty good, and I think it would work with a variety of screen protectors. So let's check out the camera itself. Okay, so in order to activate the ultra wide angle mode, you got to tap on this button right here on the bottom left. There we go. It activates the ultra wide angle mode. And if let's say I want to go to the 48 megapixel camera, you got to tap on the camera mode selection here, and you do find a 48 megapixel camera mode. Once you tap on it, it will take photos with a 48 megapixel resolution. So in terms of picture quality, let's go inside. So this is what I took with the Xiaomi Mi 9 earlier on. So as you can see, when you take the picture with a 48 megapixel camera, you do find that there's no rough corners on the words on a higher intelligence here, where most phones would traditionally have. So you can see that the 48 megapixel camera really does its job really well. Good job on that, Xiaomi. And let's talk about the ultra wide angle camera. So I'm going to flip a couple of pictures. This is the selfie camera. It looks pretty good. Look at this. Beautify mode is superb and great details, 20 megapixels. And this is the ultra wide angle camera lens. So as you can see, the shape distortion is not very obvious. It is done extremely well, unlike many other smartphones with an ultra wide angle camera lens. So but you do actually find a little bit of grain. I do see a little bit of grain over here and a little bit of noise because we are basically in indoor lighting. So it's pretty common for ultra wide angle phone cameras to perform like this, but I would say that Xiaomi has done a pretty good job, and in fact I do find the picture quality to be maybe slightly better than the Mate 20 Pro's ultra wide angle camera. Alright, so that's pretty much on the Xiaomi Mi 9. It looks gorgeous. I definitely would love to get the international version of this phone for review when it actually releases here in Malaysia. So if you can't wait for the Xiaomi Mi 9 to arrive in Malaysia as an international model, do visit our friends at Mobile2Go in many places. They are all over in KL, PJ, and you can actually check them out on the link in our description down below for pricing details and availability. So this is the Xiaomi Mi 9. That's pretty much for today. Stay tuned for more videos coming over at KLGadgetTV. Subscribe to us, and most importantly, follow us on the user social media channels that is right down in the description below. I'm Warren with KLGadgetTV, and that's it for now. This is the Xiaomi Mi 9.